Hi, ChemCom. Just wanted to go over a few logistics really quick so that you are ready to go for next week. ChemCom is 6th hour, so that means I won't actually see you in our Google Meet until Tuesday. If you look at the schedule here, right, ChemCom is here at 6th hour, which means I will see you Tuesday and Thursday every week from 10:20 to 11:05. Okay. I'll tell you right now, we won't use that entire 45 minutes most weeks. Okay. I know it's tough to sit in front of a computer for that long. I need to get up and have some stretch breaks, so I totally get it. We're going to try to keep our meet time to about 15 minutes most days, cover the important stuff, and then you'll be able to get up, get a stretch break, and then either work on some more ChemCom work or work on something else that you need to work on and save your ChemCom work for later. Okay. When you come to Google Meet, you are going to come into our Google Classroom. So this is our ChemCom Google Classroom. You've been using it to do all of your work. And then under where it says ChemCom 2020-2021, you should see this Meet link. You just need to click on it. It'll take you into the Google Meet, and then you'll be able to see me. You'll be able to see our other classmates. I am going to ask that you be prepared to have your camera on. I haven't met a lot of you. So it would be really nice to be able to actually see your face, to see who you are, just the same way we would do if we're in a class. So please make sure that you're ready to have your camera on. Don't be surprised if I ask you to turn your camera on. Again, it's only for a couple of minutes. So good thing I wanted to talk to you about super fast. In our ChemCom calendar, okay, so that's posted in Google Classroom, both on the stream and under the classwork. It's what we've been following. Looks like this, okay? This should look familiar. This is what we were doing previously. Calendar looks like this, right? It would tell you if you had a quick check or a full understanding check, okay? Notice if you scroll down to the second page, it changes just a little bit. This is our new calendar, starting with our fully virtual learning on October 12th. Okay? So I want to talk to you really quick through what this is. We'll go over this a little bit more again on the Meet on Tuesday. So if you're still a little confused, don't worry. Okay, so notice October 12th and October 13th are together, right? These 2 days make up one full day of schedule of your classes, okay? So I don't see you until the 13th, but some people that have come earlier will see their teacher on the 12th, okay? So notice there are 3 sections here. There are 3 things that you are responsible for every 2 days or every schedule section of the week, okay? So the first thing that you're responsible for is coming to Google Meet. We just talked through where you're going to go to find that and what that looks like. So in the Google Meet on Tuesday, we're going to go over the new class schedule. What are the expectations? What are you going to be doing every day? And then I'm going to show you how to use a tool. It's called a FET. It's a simulation that we use. We use it every year in class, and you're going to need to use it for our next lesson. So we're going to walk through how to use that, and I'll make sure that you're all set to go. Underneath that, it says UC. UC stands for understanding check. You will not have an understanding check to finish on Monday or Tuesday. Okay. The third thing is OYO, on your own. This is homework or classwork. After we would go through a lesson in class, you would have time that you would have to work on something. Okay. And then maybe if you didn't finish it, you would have to take it home and do it at the end of the day as homework. So that's what this third section is. So on your own, after our Google Meet, you are going to be responsible for going through the slides for lesson 2.1 and completing the quick check. Okay. There's been a little bit of confusion around quick checks and where they are. They are in the slides. So this is a way that I'm able to tell who's looking at the slides. What are you seeing? Are you actually doing the lesson? The quick checks are located at the end of the lesson, and they are purely for participation points. Participation points are important. They're essentially like free points. Did you do the work? Great, you get the participation points. If you didn't do the work, nope, sorry, you don't get the participation points, okay? So at the end of the 2.1 slides, you are going to find what is called a quick check. Some of you have been doing them already. They look great. They're super helpful for me. If you haven't, what they are a couple of questions, usually only like 2 or 3, that relate to the lesson that tell me, did you understand the material that was in the lesson? As we switch to this virtual learning, this check is going to be more important. Here's why. Come over here to Wednesday and Thursday, the 14th and the 15th. I'll see you on the 15th, see you on Thursday. On that Thursday, our first thing that we're going to do is to review lesson 2.1. How am I going to know what material I need to review? I'm going to go into this quick check. I'm going to see it say, okay, we got question number 1 really well. I don't need to spend time going over question number 1 because we already know it. But holy cow, question number 2, only 2 of us got that question right. Well, we are going to go over that in Google Meet, okay? So if you take the quick check, it helps me know what do I need to cover to help you be most successful. So on Thursday then, we'll come to Meet. You'll follow the same link that you did on Tuesday. We'll start reviewing anything we have for 2.1. This is also a time if you have questions, you'll be able to ask those questions. This is also a time where I might ask you to do a practice problem live on the camera, right? I might say, okay, have a piece of paper out. We're going to go over a blah, blah, blah question. When you're done, hold your paper up so that I can see your answer. That's another way for me to see, are we not getting it? What do I need to spend more time working on? We would do the exact same thing in class. I would have you work on a whiteboard. Unfortunately, you don't all have a whiteboard at home, so we'll just use paper. It works the same way. Once we're done with that, I will introduce the next topic that we're going over. Then hopefully all of that lasts about 15 minutes with the rest of the time for ChemCom that you are scheduled on your schedule for Thursday. I'm going to ask that you complete your understanding check, okay? So you could do it while the camera is still on, and then you can ask questions of me as you're doing it. Or you can say, nope, that's too distracting. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to leave the Google Meet and then work on the understanding check on your own. Okay, that's up to you. Third thing that you have to do is that on your own section, the classwork or the homework. So on your own for Thursday will be the 2.2 slides and quick check. Okay. I would say if we're estimating all of this work together should take you between 45 minutes and an hour. Okay. Remember though, this is technically over 2 days. So you're looking at about a half an hour a day. That's right around what we would be doing in a normal class. Okay. What will happen is we'll get through a couple of weeks here. You can see we've got 2 weeks scheduled out on the calendar, and then we'll reevaluate. Is this working? Is it making sense? Is there a better way to do this? Are people falling behind? Do we need to pick up the pace? Is it moving too slow? Where are we at? Okay. The other thing you'll notice on this calendar is that Fridays take the place of your Tuesdays and Thursdays in our old schedule, where you have no work to get done on Fridays. Okay? Fridays are just for makeup work, retaking understanding checks, getting additional help, whatever you need. We're not going to assign anything new. So really, if you think about it, in this new schedule, you will get a new assignment 1 day here and 1 day here. And then you will have a free day to work on whatever you need to work on Friday. And then depending how you split it up, if you choose to work on all of your ChemCom on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you won't have any ChemCom work on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays. Or you could take those lessons and you could split them and do half of them on Monday and half of them on Tuesday, half of them on Wednesday, and half of them on Thursday, if you like to work in smaller chunks, okay? All right, hopefully some of that made sense. The most important thing right now is to make sure that you know that we as a ChemCom class are meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:20 to 11:05, okay? And to get to that meeting, you are going to come to Google Classroom and you are going to click on that link. As long as you have those 2 things, I can go over the rest again. We can make sure you know what you need to get done, okay? See you all on Tuesday. Don't forget to come to Google Meet.